That rookie mistake that a lot of resellers do is when you have a multi-quantity item. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, Otniff Drop Flips. If you're new to the channel, my name's Richard. I'm a part-time reseller on eBay where I go to garage sales, thrift stores, occasionally RA, retail arbitrage. I take those undervalued items and I sell them on eBay for a profit. Today's video is a combined 2 days shipping. Sales have kind of started slowing down after the Q4 rush. So if that's happening to you, that's the best time to really start hitting and getting your listings up. One thing I wanted to talk about in the video today is a rookie mistake that a lot of resellers make. Mostly new resellers make this mistake, but even veteran sellers that have been doing this for years still make this mistake. So let's go pull some orders and we'll come back and we'll talk about that rookie mistake. We're back in the eBay store. We have 12 orders to pull, so let's get started. First item we have going out, actually the first 2 orders. It's RA item. Pick these up. I believe I'm into them for about $5. They're the Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified Series. Zartan in hand. Now these are going, and that is going to be on, I just saw them, I think, oh, they're right up there. Okay. It's these right here. As you can see, I'm into these for $5 each. This sold for $36.51. And it is going free shipping. Okay, we'll pull another one of these. Another one of these, same, $36.51. And it is going free shipping. That right there. Now we have 2 more to pull. I'll come back to those. Set that right there. Next thing we have going out, listed this not too long ago. It's a Panasonic EV236 Reach Easy Massager 2-speed with box and instructions. It is used. That's on shelf of 3. So we're coming back over here. And it should be, oh, I see it right back there. See if we can grab it. Ah, there we go. Pick this up at my local thrift store. There you go again. It's not your personal thrift store. Into it for $1. This sold for $33.96. And the buyer is paying $10.25 in shipping. Going back over there again, we've got the other 2 of the Hasbro G.I. Joes going out. They're all the same. These things, they came in and then just started selling and selling and selling. I thought they would sell when I first bought them. I have had them for over a year. But these came in within less than a 24-hour time period. And they're all different buyers. And they all just went and sold and sold. That's why it's important to keep your quantities down. And as you sell stuff, if I had, like, let's say if I had 10 of these items, I probably only would have listed 4 and probably just kept incrementing. Once it got to 3, just increment it up in 1 at a time. Because what it does, it sends out a notification to interested buyers that you're running low on stock. Gives them the incentive to go and buy it right now. So we'll grab the other 2. Now here's the one without the sticker on it, but again, into this for $5. This sold for $36.51. And it is going free shipping. Okay, we'll grab the very last one of these. And again, $5 for this one. Last one sold for $36.51. And again, this is going free shipping as well. Okay, cut into the video right now. That rookie mistake that a lot of resellers do is when you have a multi-quantity item and you have quite a few of them, first thing people will do is they'll go ahead and put all that quantity into the listing. That's a big mistake. What you want to do is put about 4 of them up. When you have multi-quantity with a lot of the item, potential buyers will see that you have a larger quantity of that stuff, and they're more likely to come in see if you would take an offer for a lower amount. So that's one reason why you don't want to do that. Number 2 is, one thing you might not realize is when you have a listing and you start selling and there's limited quantity, eBay will push that out to potential buyers, letting them know that you're about ready to sell out, and if they want to get this item, they better jump in and get it before you're out of stock. So one thing you need to do is once you start selling that item, keep incrementing the quantity up. So a lot of times I will put a quantity of 4. Once I sell one, then I'll re-increment it back up to 4 again. That keeps that on the forefront, and eBay keeps pushing that out to buyers. As you've seen in this video, right from the beginning, we had 4 of the G.I. Joes. Now, I did put all 4 out there. It's an older one, but once one sold, within 24 hours, I sold all 4 of those that quick. And the reason I'm thinking that did that is because eBay was pushing out that listing to potential buyers, letting them know that my stock was running low, and if they want to get the item, they better get the item fast. So let's jump back into the eBay store and see what else sold. Okay, now that we got all those away. Okay, next thing, this is going to be in our pile. I didn't quite get everything into inventory yet. This is a NASCAR 1/64 scale 22 Dave Blanket Caterpillar Toyota 2007. It is signed. I got this on a Whatnot auction on Kevin Commonwealth Picker. Whee! Hello! As you can see, it's this right here, and it is signed. Picked this up on one of his lots that he was selling, so I can't quite remember what I paid for this, but definitely making a profit on it. So you can make money off of buying stuff on Whatnot and reselling it. This sold for $27.91, and as you can see, it is signed. And the buyer is paying $4.90 in shipping. Okay, come back over here in the light. Next thing is a deluxe battleship movie edition Hasbro. It is 2011. It was used. Electronic Works. I'm into this for $2 from one of my local thrift stores. One of the local thrift stores here in town. That is up. That's going to be in bin W. Why did I put it in a bin? I thought I would have put it up there. But, all right, it says bin W. And that's going to be right down here. Move the speaker out of the way. There it is right back there. I think it's time to clean. All that dust, you selling items like that? So, into this for, again, $2. This sold for $28.86, and the buyer is paying $11.65 in shipping. Next thing is we have another one of the free magazines. Now this one I did not get at my thrift store. My son-in-law saves these for me, and so I list them. But again, I'm into this for nothing. This is the Story of NASCAR. This one has Dale Earnhardt on the cover. And I started stacking our stuff here. Let me set the phone down. Okay, one we're pulling is this one right here. And we still have another one, another multi-quantity listing. This sold for $591, and the buyer is paying $392 media shipping. Okay, just two more things to pull. Now this next thing, I believe I listed it either over the weekend or late last week. It's going to be an L3, which is going to be right around here somewhere. It's a vintage Pioneer Woman's Winter Bouquet Salt and Pepper Shaker. And again, it's an L3. And that's probably... oh, right here, L3. Oh, it's way back there. Oh, rubber band came off. Picked these up at one of the local thrift stores here in town. I'm into it for $2. These sold for $16.11, and the buyer is paying $8.15 in shipping. Okay, we got three more items to pull. This one's going to be in bin 2. This is a 2 HO scale classic street cars, Powell and Masson cable car, and Desire Street trolley. And I did put new open box, and that's in B2. We'll probably get to it over here. And no, it's down there. Speakers are in the way, so let's come over here. Okay, I believe this is it right here. Picked this up quite a while ago, probably close to 2 years. So I've had it for a while. Into it for $1. And I did pick it up at one of the local thrift stores here in town. This sold for $14.20, and the buyer is paying $5.65 in shipping. Okay, this next item, it's an older item. It is a thrift store item. The problem is I don't have a custom SKU, but we'll give it a shot. Let's just see here. If it's been a while, it's probably going to be down in one of these ones here. We'll try it first, and if we have to, we'll have to come back to it. And what is again we're looking for? It's vintage Wubelos World of Dr. Seuss, 4-inch wooden letters, and the letters were N and E. And I did put Jim Henson in the title. And so, to be honest, I'm not seeing it in this bin. You're never going to find it. Okay. Nope. Okay, I'll tell you what, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next item. That's why it's real important to get your items in the custom SKU, because if you bought it well over 2 years ago, it's going to be hard to remember where exactly you put it. Now, a lot of people have different systems as far as their inventory. I found for me, having the clear totes and having each bin uniquely numbered, that works for me when I use it and put the stuff in the custom SKU.
Thousands of tears later.
Okay, now, like I said, after 2 days, I did find the item. That's why it's real important you make sure you use that custom SKU and your items have that on there. Or else you'll spend, like I did, 2 days. I went through my bins, I think 3 times, and finally found the item. So right behind me, you'll see this sold for $15.09, and it is going free shipping. Shipping under 4 ounces, so probably costing me about $4.50 to ship. So last item we're pulling today until we come back to that one. This is Gibson 4-piece Christmas star stoneware canister set with lids. It is all 4. And I picked this up last year after Christmas from one of the local thrift stores here in town. They were having, it was either 25 or 70% off all Christmas stuff. So this is on shelf 3. The current shelf 3, which is right here. And oh, there it is, right back there. All right, I'm gonna have to pull the bin out. Let me set the camera down. Okay, so there is 4 of them, but I packed, as you can see, inside each one of them. Let's see if we can get this one out. So pick these up. Again, I'm into them for 25 cents each. So cost of goods is $1 total for this. All 4 of these sold for $35.56. And the buyer is paying $17.40 in shipping. Today we've got 5 orders going out, so we'll get started. First 2 items, we got 2 magazines going out, so we'll go over here. First one is a 2023 Rocky Life Special Edition magazine. Underdog Fighter Championship 45th anniversary. And I don't think, let me set the camera down, I'll come right back. Okay, so I went and pulled both the magazines. This one right here. This sold for $8.86, and the buyer is paying $3.92 in shipping. And the second magazine going out is another one of these, The Story of NASCAR 75th anniversary. This sold for $6.95, and the buyer is paying $3.92 in shipping. Okay, the next item going out, it's a pretty good item. It's a vintage thick heavy blue hobnail 7-piece hotel set picture and 6 tumblers. That's going on shelf 11. That's going to be right over here. I believe it's right down here. Okay. Ay, let's not break one. And the picture's way back over here. So this and the 6 glasses, I'm into it for $12 at one of the local thrift stores here in town. This, along with the 6 glasses, buyer came in and asked if I would just sell the glasses. I said I want to just keep the set together. It was in a sale at $95. I went and sent the buyer an offer for $80. I decided to go ahead and take $15 off just to see if I can get this to move out. They accepted. This sold for $80, and the buyer is paying $21.10 in shipping. Seems like we're staying in this aisle right now. Next thing is a vintage Vera Burlington green butterfly botanical twin set flat sheet. That's an F3. Let's take this off. I believe this is it right here. Yes. Picked this up at one of my local thrift stores here in town for $2. This sold for $33.89, and the buyer is paying $12.90 in shipping. Now we'll make a little bit extra on the shipping because I can easily get this to go in a flat rate envelope, which is going to cost me about $7.60, $7.80 to ship. And the last thing we have going out, also in this aisle, it just happens to be on this side over here as well. It's Hallmark Captain America Super Soldier Guest of Honor pin on ribbon. It's a lot of 6. So that's in W2. I said a lot of 6. 1, 2. Looks like there's more than that. So I picked up the entire bag. I believe there's 2 sets of these in here. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So there was a total of 12. I decided to lot these into sets of 6. Into all 12 of them for $1. All 6 of these sold for $12.95, and the buyer is paying $5.65 in shipping. If you made it this far into the video, I want to thank you for sticking around and watching. I know a lot of people say, press that thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. The thing about YouTube, certain metrics you have to meet in order to get monetized on YouTube. What is monetization? That's where they show commercials cut into the video, and you get some of that ad revenue. And so you do start making a little bit of money on YouTube. You don't make much, but as a reseller, we're always thinking about ways of making additional income, and YouTube is definitely one way you can. Now, I'm not going to ask you to like the video. I'm not going to ask you to subscribe, hit the bell notification, because if you like the content, you probably already did, and I appreciate those that have done that. So thank you very much. But one way you can help me out is I need to get so many view hours, and I'm lacking behind in view hours. So if you go through my playlist, I do have one that has all my videos. You can put that on in the background and just let it play through. Make sure you don't take the volume all the way down, because that throws off YouTube algorithm and I won't get credit for somebody watching it. So, but you can put it all the way down to volume 1. So if you can do that, you would be helping me out tremendously. Also want to talk about a new channel that I've started, Ford Pinto Picker. Reason I started that one is obviously the name on this one, Otnick Drop Flips. A lot of people have trouble spelling it. It's just Ford Pinto backwards. So I figured now is the time to go ahead and start a new channel. And on that channel, I'm going to be going to a lot more garage sales. I'll also go over the thrift store hauls that I pick up, and I'll let you know exactly what I paid for the item. So as always, keep picking.